Well, hello there, friends. Welcome back for another Nap Stories. Agnes, are you ready for the story?
Here, Gru.
Good, our friends are waiting.
You forgot to ask them to like and subscribe first.
Of course. Okay, if you like our stories, please consider liking and subscribing so you don't miss out on more stories. There you go. Now, without further interruptions, here is our story of our Minions Go Trick or Treating.
Para mí. Okay, let's get started. As autumn leaves swirled in the breeze, the minions of Gru's lab buzzed with excitement. Halloween was approaching, and the little yellow creatures had one goal: to create the most unforgettable Halloween celebration ever. Kevin, the unofficial leader, gathered the minions in the lab to brainstorm their plans. Banana Boo! Kevin exclaimed, waving his arms dramatically. The other minions cheered, their tiny voices echoing in unison. They decided to throw a massive Halloween party, complete with costumes, decorations, and of course, a treasure trove of candy. Bob, with his one eye wide with excitement, suggested, "We should go trick-or-treating first. Get lots of candy for the party." The room erupted in enthusiastic cheers. Stuart added, "And we can scare some people." Boo! The minions all giggled at the idea, their tiny hearts racing at the thought of Halloween mischief. With their plan set, they scurried to the costume room, ready to transform into the most hilarious and spooky characters. The countdown to Halloween had begun, and the minions were determined to make this the best one yet. In the costume room, chaos reigned supreme. Minions rushed around, trying on different outfits. Bob donned a fluffy ghost costume that made him look adorably silly. "Oh, ain't a ghost!" He giggled, floating around with exaggerated movements. Stuart decided to go as a vampire, complete with a cape and fake fangs. He joked, pretending to bite Kevin, who was busy trying on a Frankenstein outfit. Kevin grinned and said, "You look good, but I'm the real monster here." After much trial and error, they finally settled on their costumes. Kevin was a spooky skeleton, Bob a cute ghost, and Stuart the dashing vampire. They looked ridiculous, yet utterly delightful, each costume reflecting their playful personalities. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the minions gathered outside, ready to embark on their Halloween adventure. With a few last-minute adjustments, they set off into the neighborhood, excitement bubbling in their little hearts. The minions made their way through the dimly lit streets, giggling and cheering with each step. Their first stop was a nearby house decorated with cobwebs and jack-o'-lanterns. With a deep breath, they rang the doorbell, their hearts racing with anticipation. The door swung open to reveal a friendly witch who greeted them with a warm smile.
"Trick or treat, little ones,"
she said, holding out a bowl filled with colorful candies. The minions cheered and quickly grabbed as much candy as they could carry. NDT! They shouted, their tiny voices filled with joy. As they turned to leave, Kevin accidentally knocked over a bucket of fake spiders, causing a hilarious frenzy. The witch chuckled as the minions squealed and jumped, flailing their arms in exaggerated terror. Their adventure continued as they visited house after house, each stop filled with laughter and the thrill of collecting candy. However, things took a turn when they approached a spooky house known for its creepy decorations. Are we sure about this? Bob hesitated, his ghostly outfit swaying nervously. Of course! We're brave minions, Kevin encouraged, leading the way. But as they neared the door, a loud howl echoed from within, making them jump back. Stuart, ever the jokester, shouted, "That's just a big dog, right?"
Hello? ¿Esto aquí? Boo!
The minions exchanged worried glances, unsure of what lay ahead. With a mix of bravery and trepidation, the Minions ventured onto the porch of the spooky house. Kevin knocked on the door, and it creaked open, revealing a dimly lit hallway adorned with cobwebs and flickering candles. A chill ran down their spines, but their curiosity overpowered their fear.
Let's go! Vamos!
Kevin declared, leading the way inside. The moment they stepped in, eerie sounds filled the air, a creaky floor, distant laughter, and ghostly whispers. Bob clung to Kevin's leg, while Stuart boldly swung his cape, pretending to be the ultimate vampire. As they explored the haunted house, they encountered various spooky surprises. A jump scare from a hidden ghost, fake skeletons that clattered when touched, and a mirror that made their costumes look even sillier. The Minions burst into laughter, their fears dissolving in the joy of the moment. At the end of the hallway, they discovered a treasure chest overflowing with candy.
Woohoo! Cha-ching!
Stuart exclaimed, eyes wide with excitement. Just then, the door behind them slammed shut, and the lights flickered ominously. The Minions exchanged nervous glances, realizing they were trapped. Panic set in for a moment, but Kevin quickly rallied his friends. We're Minions! We can escape anything!
To find any AO yonder!
With renewed determination, they began searching for a way out. They pushed against the door, tugged at windows, and even tried to squeeze under furniture, but nothing worked. Then Bob, ever the resourceful one, spotted a secret passage behind a curtain.
Aki! Aki!
He shouted, pointing excitedly. They dashed towards it, pulling back the curtain to reveal a hidden door. With a deep breath, they pushed it open and stumbled into a brightly lit room filled with candy and decorations. Surprise! Shouted a group of friendly monsters who had been waiting for them. It was a Halloween party, complete with music, dancing, and, of course, more candy. The Minions couldn't believe their eyes. They laughed and joined the celebration, dancing with werewolves and mummies, reveling in the festive atmosphere. As the night wore on, they shared stories of their trick-or-treating adventures and danced until they were exhausted. The haunted house turned out to be a clever ruse, and the friendly monsters had just wanted to throw a surprise Halloween party. As the moon hung high in the sky, the Minions finally made their way back home, their bags overflowing with candy and their hearts full of joy. They recounted the night's events to Gru, who couldn't help but chuckle at their antics.
You little yellow troublemakers, you really know how to celebrate Halloween.
He said, shaking his head in disbelief. The Minions beamed with pride, their costumes still slightly askew, but their spirits soaring. Back in the lab, they dumped their candy onto the table, creating a colorful heap. Kevin, Bob, and Stuart giggled as they sorted through their spoils, trading candy and reminiscing about their thrilling adventures. As they sat together, munching on their treats, they knew this Halloween would be one for the books. It wasn't just about the candy or the costumes. It was about the laughter, the friendship, and the unforgettable memories they had created together.
Ba-boy! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween!
Banana!